Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about taking responsibility or blaming others and how your attitude and overall reaction, how you choose to react to events, will shape the way your business operates and your results. I remember not so long ago, a client of mine was just really negative. He was saying things like, business is really tough. No one's spending any money. There's no work out there. We're going to lose the business. It's just so tough. No one's spending any money. There's no work out there, and it's just tough. It's really, really tough. And I knew there was work out there because of something else that I knew behind the scenes, but his attitude was so negative that no one wanted to do business with him. And they eventually did pick up a contract after probably months of being negative and pessimistic. Picked up a contract, and immediately his attitude changed. And he suddenly went to, I think, finally, times have turned. People are spending money now. It's, I think, we're looking up. We've got some potential work coming up our way now, and things are. And I think we'll be okay. Well, there's work out there. I can see, suddenly they're spending money again. Now, I know there are times when exactly that happens, particularly around elections. For some reason, when there's an election on, everybody stops spending money. And the moment business starts again, the election's over, it all starts. Go figure. No idea. Happens every time though. But as a general statement, how you feel and how optimistic and positive you are reflects, and people pick it up. It's a vibe somehow we emit, and people are drawn to enthusiasm and positivity and positive energy, and I'm not woo-woo, but it's just, there is something about it. I don't know, from my own experience. In my old accounting practice days, I had a tough period of time, a really, really tough period of time. And it was a struggle to get out of bed. It was a struggle to get to work and put a smile on my face because it was really tough. The wheels had fallen off. It was like a train wreck. It was a real challenge. And I know that, my clients and people around me were picking that up, even though I was trying desperately hard to put a smile on my face and be positive. Probably was too fake, I guess, but people picked up on it. And it was only when I let go of the negativity and allowed myself to simply be positive. You know what? I've got this. It's going to be okay. We can make this work. Hustled hard in a positive mindset, that things changed around. Wasn't easy, never going to say that, but it was a change in attitude. People pick up on that. You think about the people that you're attracted to. You're attracted to people who are passionate about what they do, who love what they do, who fuse this energy in when they're talking. They're the people you want to be working with, not the dour kind of negative, pessimistic kind of person. They're not the people any of us want to deal with. But it's also not only about your attitude and how you feel, whether you're optimistic and bright and happy and cheerful, but it's also how you choose to react to things. And I had the classic situation the other week. I was doing a work on a complicated Excel spreadsheet. Yes, I do Excel spreadsheets. I love my online accounting system, but there's still places where Excel spreadsheets come into their form. And I hadn't saved it. I'd done about 3 hours work on it, hadn't saved it, got distracted by an unexpected appointment, and then I had to go out. And whilst I was out, bless him, my husband decided to turn the power off to change a light fitting. And I knew he was doing it at some point. I just didn't know when. And he didn't tell me before I went that he was going to do it then. So I come back. He's still got the power off. That's fine. And of course, when the power comes back on, I turn on my computer and oh my goodness me, 3 hours of complex work in a spreadsheet gone. Nothing. None of it. It wasn't even a case of a recovery file, which usually is how I survive those sorts of things. No, there was no file to recover, just simply wasn't there. Now, I could have done a couple of things, and look, probably in the past, I would have hit the roof. Absolutely lost the plot, angry as all get out, blamed him, and been in a pretty foul mood for the rest of the afternoon and evening. But I looked at it and went, you know what? It's my fault. I didn't save the file. Yes, it would have been nice if he told me he was going to turn it off, the power. But would it have changed anything? Would I have thought, oh, I need to save the file? Actually, I probably would have, but it was still my fault. I knew he was going to turn the power off at some point, one day at some point, and logically he would turn it off when I wasn't there because, I'm not there working, so good time to turn it off. I don't need the power. I'm not work. That's fine. So I very calmly went to him and said, just so you know, because you turned the power off, it's my responsibility, it's my fault, but just so you know, I've lost 3 hours of work that I did this morning. So I'm going to have to pull an all-nighter now to finish this because I'm going to have to recreate what I've done plus finish doing what I was going to do. So, you're on your own for dinner and everything else. Just do what you got to do. Leave me alone. I need to finish it. Came back to my desk and started putting it back together again. And again, I'm thinking in my mind, partially thinking in my mind, oh, jeez, if you hadn't turned the jolly power off, and I went, no, it's my responsibility. It was my mistake, my error. Nah, let it go. There's no point being negative about it. You're just going to make it harder to recreate and redo it all. Just let it go. Just start positive and knock it out. I did mean working till midnight, which obviously, if I hadn't lost the 3 hours, I could have maybe finished at 9 o'clock at night, which would have been much nicer. But my mistake. I didn't save the file. But by taking the blame and not getting angry and aggravated about it, it was a smooth exercise to then finish it as it went. I might add that around 9 o'clock, my mouse battery decided to die. I have a wireless mouse and I got a little notification to say mouse battery needs charging. And for some stupid reason, that notification comes up about 5 minutes before it just dies. So there's no advance warning that the mouse battery is getting low. And the moment you plug it in, of course, you can't use the mouse. And so it was like, okay, this mad scramble then to now I can't work because my mouse isn't working. And then again, it's like, okay, let it go. There was 2 parts to this process I was working on. There's another one I hadn't started. Right, okay, forget that one. On my laptop, start the other one. All good. And then after a little while, when the mouse it's got enough juice in it in the battery to work, let's save that file and in a way that I can access it from the laptop, and I'll finish it on the laptop where I know I don't have a mouse problem. And that's what I did. So it's in how you react. It's in how you choose to respond to events. I had a good day. Yes, it was a long day, but it was a good day. So think about being positive and optimistic. It attracts people to you, but also think about how you react and take the blame on yourself. Be responsible and don't blame others. At the end of the day, how you live your life is your choice, and you can choose for that to be a happy, positive choice.